and welcome to our yoga practice. We have a couple of minutes before we get going. So a nice amount of time to roll out your mat and make your way there. I made a bit of a mess of my studio, so we are changing locations for the week. As a heads up, next Monday's practice won't be live on Facebook. It will be pre-recorded and posted a little bit early. I have a work scheduling conflict, so thank you for understanding in advance, but wanted to let you know that we won't be live next Monday, but there will be something up for you. So probably about 2 minutes before we get going still. If you'd like to turn on some music to have in the background, now's a good time. If you need water or you want a strap or a block, anything that you'd like to incorporate into your practice, go ahead and grab those now. And you can use this time to kind of invite in movement, get yourself settled, or maybe you'd like to use it to just sit quietly for a few moments, to just be still. Sometimes that can be really nice. So still probably another minute before we get going. For those just joining in, a reminder, we won't be live next week. I've got a work conflict, but there will be something up for you. And I won't be calling anything with a strap or a block today, but as always, you are welcome to incorporate them into your practice at any point that you like. There are some postures we'll be doing today where they might be nice to have nearby, but definitely not required. So as we start to prep, we're going to begin in a seated posture. So if you're taking some movements standing, or if you lay down for a moment, go ahead and make your way to a comfy seated spot. Really, that can be whatever it looks like for you. Legs crossed, legs out, maybe knees up into the chest, a hug. Lots of options, just somewhere you feel you can center in and root down. Find your way there. Feel the sit bones rooting down. Let the arms relax a bit. They could rest on your knees, in your lap. You could cross your arms if you want, really whatever is speaking to you. Again, just somewhere you can settle in. And maybe you drop the gaze a few feet in front of you, or even close the eyes here. Start to tune out the world. Shutting off the worries of the day, the to-do lists. Soften the body as you quiet the mind. Creating a place of relaxation, a place of comfort. Just sitting with yourself for a moment. Recognizing what bubbles up and gently releasing it as you invite yourself to be present, to welcome yourself to the mat as we take roughly the next hour for yourself. Draw awareness to the breath. A little rise and fall. See if you can begin to deepen it by lengthening the inhales and the exhales. Allow the body to rise and fall. Notice that rhythm. Matching the inhales to the exhales. Keep this balanced breath as you check in from the top of the head to the soles of the feet. As you notice places of tension, maybe that's a furrowing of the brow or a scrunching of the shoulders. As you run across those places, use an exhale to help you soften them a bit, to start inviting in that ease, letting go of the surface level stuff as you dive deeper. As we take a few more centering breaths, if you'd like to set an intention for your class today, I welcome you to do so. Maybe it's a focus on health or happiness, whatever's speaking to you. I find an intention can be helpful to give the mind something to tap back into if it wanders off. And a nice reminder of how we can live our practice off of the mat and out in the world. The eyes are closed, gently flutter them open. Sit up tall. Feel the energy running up the spine. If the legs are tucked into the chest or extended out, draw them in. We're going to set the right shin in front of the left. Keep that length in the spine and gently walk the hands away, just folding forward a bit. Try not to lift the hips too much here. With the right leg in front of the left, you should feel a nice stretch through that right hip. We'll walk the hands back in as we lift up. Swap the legs, left in front of right. Doesn't have to be perfect. Find that length and lean forward. Only go as far as your body wants. Really tap into the left hip. A totally different experience than the right. Hold at your edge. Continue to breathe. Walk the hands in as we lift up. You can leave the legs where they are, maybe cross them or even send them back out if that's more comfy. We'll let the hands come down to our side. Shoulders drop away from the ears. A little tuck of the chin as the crown of the head reaches up. We'll take left ear to left shoulder. And draw a little half moon, chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Notice if you start to tense in the shoulders, gently relax them if you do. Chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. And once more, find that little rotation, moving mindfully. As you bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Draw the head back to center. Tuck chin to chest. Draw the hands around behind you. Interlace the fingers. Draw the shoulder blades together. And then draw a line with the nose all the way up. Maybe it goes toward the sky. Maybe it's just where the ceiling and the wall meet. Nice heart opener. You could also tent the fingers here, kind of pressing the heart forward. One more breath. And we'll meet back at center. Shake out the arms a little. Reset. Left hand goes down, right arm reaches up and over. The breath creates space in the ribs. The hips stay rooted. Heart is open. Inhale up. Exhale the right hand down. Inhale up the left. Exhale as you take it over. Find a little softness in the left arm. Notice if you start to tense through the legs. Pardon me. Inhale up. Exhale the left hand down. Find your center. We'll inhale both arms up. Exhale as we open to the side. We're taking a little twist. We're probably not going to go all the way open. Maybe it's one arm out, one forward. Maybe it's kind of behind you and kind of to the side. Just taking a little twist. We'll come back to center, reach. And exhale as we go to the opposite side. Again, there's no right or wrong here. Open only to your body's extent. Mindful of the spine and the ribs. We're still warming up. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. We'll meet back at center. Nice big inhale. Exhale as we take the hands forward. A little fold in that seated posture. Walk the hands in as we lift up, and we'll transition over, finding the tabletop. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Give yourself a nice space. Heart is lifted. Spine is long. On an inhale, we'll lower the belly as we lift the gaze. Exhale as you round, move from the tailbone to the crown. Inhale, lower and lift. Exhale, arch. Continue at your own breath pace for a few rounds. You can hold wherever you need to. Connecting the movement and the breath. Inviting a little flexibility into the spine. We'll take one more full round before meeting at our neutral spine. Start to walk the hands forward. Gently lower yourself down. Take your time as you bring the chin to the mat. The tops of the feet go down, a little space between the feet. We'll bring the hands up under the shoulders, elbows tucked in. And on an inhale, lift chin and collarbone, baby cobra. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Hips press down. Exhale as you release. Take a breath, relaxing the body. Inhale, baby cobra. Use your back muscles here. Try not to put too much weight into the hands. Maybe even drum out the fingers a bit. A nice check in there. Exhale to release. We'll take a breath.
Inhale, baby cobra. Imagine a long spine. Keep the tops of the feet connected to the mat. Exhale as you release. We'll leave the chin in the mat as we take the hands down along our side, palms down, pinkies touching thighs, as we prepare for our half locust. On an inhale, lift the right toes. That lift maybe a few inches or a foot or more. With control, lower it down. When right toes touch, we'll inhale up the left. Notice the difference between the two sides. Tap into your strength as you lower the left foot down. We'll inhale up the right. Exhale it down with control. Inhale the left. Exhale and lower. Chin stays in the mat. Pressing into the palms as we lift the right foot. Lowering with our breath. Lift on the inhale. Lower on the exhale. We'll do once more each side. Inhale up the right. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Take a breath. You can wiggle the hips here a little bit. We'll bring hands up under shoulders. Press back hips to heels. Child's pose for 2 breaths. Inhale, rise up and lower back down. Return the chin to the mat. We'll bring the right hand under the right shoulder. The left arm's going to reach out like a T, palm down on the earth. And we'll gently press over, rotating the body, creating a nice deep stretch for the left shoulder. Only go as far as your body wants. Nice support through the right hand. We'll lower down, return to center. Bring the left hand under left shoulder, right arm reaches out. Gently roll. Be mindful of how the shoulder is feeling. Keep the breath steady. Gently come back to center. Draw the right hand in or curl the toes. Press up to an extended tabletop. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Take the hips up and back, our down dog. So first down dog of the class. You can explore movement here or hold in stillness. The lower ribs draw in. Settle into your shape, trying to find that flat back. Keep a strong foundation through the hands and the left toes as we draw the right foot up, 3-legged dog. With control, bring right knee to right elbow. Press it back. A little twist as we take right knee toward left elbow. Keep that foot hovering, take it back. then up the center, nose to knee. Keep that foot high. And then plant it between the hands. Lower the left knee, coming into a nice low lunge. You may have to adjust a little bit here. We want to stack that knee, protecting our joints. Keep the hips sitting low. You should feel a nice stretch through the left hip, the left quad. You can curl the left toes or uncurl them. Find what feels safest for your knee. Start to draw the gaze forward, lengthening the spine. Gently shift the hips back. As you come into a hamstring stretch, the heel of the right foot stays on the mat. You can keep a little bend at that knee. Scan from heel to hip, up the back of the right leg. Rotate back down. Plant the right foot. Curl the left toes. We'll lift off of that knee. Runner's lunge. Build your foundation as you bring hands to thighs and lift up. Take a breath. Bring the hands back to the mat. Step the right foot back. Find your plank. Shift the hips up and back. Down dog. We'll take a breath. Build that foundation. Lift out of the wrists. Arms are strong as we draw the left foot up. We'll take that little core work as we bring left knee to left elbow. Press it back. Left knee to right elbow. Press it back. Find that hover at center. Strong core. And plant the left foot down. Lower the right knee. Find that low lunge. Check in with the breath. Notice if it's gotten away from you. Nice even inhales and exhales. Relax the hips, settling into the shape. Little space between the shoulders and ears. Shift the hips as you find your hamstring stretch on the left side. Dial the toes back toward the body, noticing how that impacts the stretch through the calf. At any point in any of our shapes, you feel acute pain, something pinpointed somewhere, gently back out of the shape. We want to avoid doing any harm so that we can do yoga another day. Walk the hands forward as you plant the left foot back down. Solid base as you curl the right toes, lift off of that knee, runner's lunge. Root into both feet. Feel the strength of your legs. As you start to lift up, hands to thighs. The gaze is forward. You can keep a little bend at the back knee if needed here. Or you can press out through the heel.
One more breath here. With control, bring the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. High plank. Hips go up and back. Down dog. Take a breath. Start to walk the hands toward the feet as you come into forward fold. Let the head hang. Allow gravity to lengthen the spine. Maybe keep a little bend at the knees here. Start to roll up. Gradually building to our Tadasana, our strong mountain pose. Stack head over heart. Inhale the arms. Exhale as you swan dive down, forward fold. Take a breath. Engage the core as you inhale to half lift, hands to shins or thighs. Long spine. Exhale as you release. And gently roll up. Inhale the arms. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Roll it up. Stack the spine. Once more, inhale the arms. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, strong core, strong back. Exhale, release. Roll it up. Take a breath. We'll step the left foot forward about 2 to 3 feet, keeping the feet on skis here, toes mostly forward, hips square to the front of the mat. You can have hands at hips, heart center. You could do airplane arms, a little heart opener by interlacing the fingers. Find a long spine as you lean forward. Realign the hips if needed. Maybe you keep a little bend at the left knee. We're creating a nice stretch along the back of the left leg. Both feet stay firmly planted. Take a generous bend in the left knee as we press up. Release the hands from where they are. We'll take them out to airplane, palms facing forward, as we head to our balance. We're going to use our left foot as a support, so you can start to rock forward, starting to come onto the ball of the right foot. And maybe you just play here with that shifting of the weight. Maybe you fly that foot just a little bit. But when you're ready, find that foundation through the left foot. As you start to pendulum over, lift the right leg, let it fly, press out through the heel. Long spine as you gaze at the mat. Find that T. You can come in and out of this as you need. Keep a little softness in that knee of the supporting leg.
2 more breaths here. Start to bend the left knee, lower the right foot down. Step out of that, give the body a little shake. Set the feet back near one another, and then step the right foot forward. So we're finding our pyramid, opposite side. Draw energy up. Again, lots of options for the arms. Keep that long spine, and take it forward. Steady breath. Solid foundation. Check in with the right leg. One more breath here. Take a generous bend in that right knee as you press up. Arms out to that airplane. Start to play with shifting the weight. Prepping for that balance on the right side. Allow yourself to root into all 4 corners of the right foot. And when you're ready, fly the left foot. Try not to stack the hips too much here. We want to try and stay a little bit square toward the mat. It can be a challenge. Keep the flying leg engaged. Back body is strong. Continue to breathe. Again, you can come in and out of the shape as you need, challenging our balance, building some strength and stability. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Start to bend the right knee, lower the left foot down, shake it out. Nice work. We'll meet back at the back of the mat, switching it up a little bit today. Strong Tadasana. Inhaling arms. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale as you release. We'll walk the hands forward, bringing ourselves into plank. Take a breath. You can lower to the knees if you like. Keep the elbows tight to the body as you come to the belly. Uncurl the toes. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you release. Curl the toes. Press the hips up and back. Down dog. Take a few breaths. Walk the hands toward the feet. Forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, release. Big inhale brings us up. We'll reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. We'll use a vinyasa to help us journey down. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Find your plank. Lower down. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale to down dog. Grip the mat, root into the left toes as you draw the right foot up. We'll bend that knee as we bring it forward. Plant the right knee behind right wrist. Uncurl the left toes as you settle into your pigeon. The left leg coming straight out of the left hip. We've got a nice bend at the right. That foot can be tucked up into the hip if needed, or maybe it journeys a little forward. My hips don't care for that, so the foot stays pretty tucked in there. But every body is different. As you settle in, you can stay lifted here, or you could start to melt down. Lowering down as far as your body wants to go. We'll hold our pigeon for a little longer than the other shapes thus far. To really allow the body the time it needs to open the hip, to invite in that ease. It's a great opportunity to return to the breath. A steady rhythm. Each exhale helping you dive deeper, to release tension and settle into the shape. This focus on the breath also gives the mind something to do in case it decides it would rather wander off the mat. Nice way to draw it back in, to stay connected. Got about 15 more seconds on this side. If you're folded down, start to gently lift up. Give yourself a support through the hands. Curl the left toes. We'll lift that left leg off of the mat. Step the right foot back. Find your down dog once more. Taking a moment here. Noticing each side and how it's feeling. We'll find that foundation through the right toes and the hands as we draw the left foot up and forward. Left knee plants behind left wrist. Take your time as you come into the shape. Top of the right foot is in the mat. Hips stay square. Notice if you fall to the left or the right. If you do, just gently draw yourself back to center. Into the left hip. Maybe you melt down. Maybe this side doesn't want that. Relax the hips.
Allow the weight of the body to help you deepen this stretch. You could also use these moments of stillness to reconnect with that intention that you set for class. Tap into your heart space. Maybe visualize how you can live that intention out in the world. And then gently draw the mind back to the present moment. Connected to your posture in this pigeon shape. We have about 15 more seconds on this side. If you're folded down, gently lift up. Create your base. Curl the toes. Lift off of the left leg as you find your down dog. Take a breath. Lower the knees. Uncurl the toes. Let the hips fall toward the heels as the belly melts to the thighs. Child's pose. Relax the arms. A little bend at the elbows. Feel the breath. Lifting the back body. Pressing the belly into the thighs. We'll start to lift up, bringing the hands toward the knees. Rotate onto a hip and swing the legs forward. Both legs extended long in front of us. Sit bones connected to the mat. Inhale the arms up. Keep a long spine as you hinge forward, finding your Paschimottanasana. You can grab feet, ankles, the mat. Maybe you keep a little bend at the knees. Inhale, lift up, draw the right foot in. You can plant it inside of the extended left leg, or you could cross it over, maybe even angling the left leg ever so slightly. We'll sit up tall as we bring the right hand around behind us, hug the bent knee with the left arm, coming into our twist. Relax the hips here. Try to keep the spine long. Maybe you gaze over the right shoulder, even just the eyes moving as you find your full expression of the posture. On an exhale, we'll unwind, a little counter stretch to the opposite side. Come back to center. Swap the legs. We'll send the right long and tuck the left in. And again, you have those options, inside or outside. Find what the hips want. Lengthen the spine. Find your twist. Soften into it. Try not to struggle into it with the shoulders. Allow that twist to come through your center. The eyes may be journeying over the left shoulder. On an exhale, unwind, little counter stretch, back to center. Draw the right foot in and lower yourself down. Settle the spine, head and shoulders on the mat, arms down at our side, palms into the mat, thumbs touching our hips. Maybe you walk the feet in a little closer. Find your foundation and draw the hips up, coming onto the shoulder shelf, our bridge pose. A little tuck of the chin. Maybe scoot the shoulder blades a little closer. If you feel weight or pinching on the neck, gently lower down. And as you find this lift, see if you can keep the knees in line with the hip points. On an exhale, gently lower down. Softly settle the spine. And once the whole back has returned to the mat, we'll take the feet wide and windshield wiper the knees. A little rotation through the body, nice release for the low back and the hips. Slow it down. As you return to center, walk the feet together. We'll draw the right knee in as we slide the left heel away. Our half wind relieving pose. Head and shoulders stay on the mat. You can leave the extended leg engaged, or you can soften it a bit. Give the right leg a little squeeze, send that heel high. Start to activate the left leg. Strong core as we lift the left foot up to match the right. With control, lower the right leg down. Send it long on the mat. We'll bend at the left knee and bring the left foot down. Once the left foot has settled, we'll draw it in, holding on to shin or the back of the thigh, coming into half wind relieving pose on the opposite side. A nice stretch through the hips, a massage between the belly and thigh. Try not to struggle through the arms too much. Sometimes we want to muscle our way into a shape. See if you can find that balance. That point between effort and ease. The deeper shapes will come with time. It's important to listen to where you are right now. Give the left knee a little squeeze and send that heel high. Activate the right leg as you lift it up. Soles of both feet shine toward the sky. We'll take the hands up and then draw the knees toward the shoulders. See if you can hold on to the outer blades or the inner arches of the feet as you come into happy baby. The body may want to curl up into a little ball here. See if you can keep the spine long. Maybe you need to do one foot and then the other, that's all right. We'll take 4 breaths here. Start to release your hold as you send the feet back up. And then with control, we'll lower them down to the mat. Taking both feet long as we head towards Shavasana, our final shape of the class. If your body needs any final movement, now is a great time to do that. Maybe it's a full body hug. Maybe it's a fish pose if that's in your practice. You can take a moment here to explore the shape, to close out the practice, how you feel fit before we all meet in our Shavasana for a few moments of quiet. You're taking one of those other shapes. Start to make your way down. You could take Shavasana with the arms resting at the side, legs long. Or if you prefer, you could do it in a supine bound angle. Or maybe with the feet on the mat and the knees resting on one another. Make your way to your spot. Let the body settle in. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Once again, blocking out the exterior world, fully focusing on how you feel in this moment. Each exhale, allow the body to relax a little more. The feet soften. The ankles loosen. The legs grow heavier. The hips settle as the low back releases. Let the arms be still. The hands relax. Shoulders melt toward the mat. The belly just rises and falls. Breath returning to your natural rhythm. Let go of tension in the neck. Unclench the jaw. Let the face relax. As worry walks away. Find that restful place for your body. Invite the mind to quiet as well, to still itself. Focused only on the here and the now, feeling of the earth under the body. Breath flowing. Thoughts may bubble up, and that's all right. You can give them a nod, and then let them go. Returning to the here and now. You invite in stillness, and we take the next few moments in silence for ourselves. We'll hold the space and let you know when it's time to come up. Shavasana as long as you like. But if you're ready, we'll start to gently reawaken. Maybe brush the fingertips of the thumb to notice that sense of touch. Maybe wiggle the toes. Gently circle the feet as you send energy back out into the legs. Grow these movements a little larger. And when you're ready, if you like, you could draw the knees into the chest, taking a full body hug. Maybe rest right here. Or if you like, you could rotate over, stacking the hips and resting the head as we come into this posture of rebirth. Wherever you're at, take a moment to thank the body for all that it has done for you today and all that it does for you every day. We'll offer the body support as we gently lift up. Pardon me again. Let the light back in as you flutter the eyes open. We'll bring hands together at heart center to seal in our practice. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and those kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our practice today. I hope you liked it, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you back on the mat next Monday, that we won't be live. I will have a practice up for you. Bye, everyone.